Hey there Vault Dwellers, Caedo Genesis here, bringing you a guide on where best to search for Nuka Cola Quantums and other special flavors like Orange, Dark, Grape, and Wild in Fallout 76. On top of showing you where you can find them, I'll also make it a point to tell you what they're used for. First, of course, is what we need for brewing up that Nukashine. Most drink vendors are hit and miss for getting Quantums, more on that later, and ideally most Wastelanders would want them for free. There are vending machines for Nuka Cola scattered throughout the Wasteland which have a chance of spawning Nuka Cola Quantum, as well as the classic and cherry flavor, so it makes the most sense to look for the highest density of Nuka Cola vending machines. What appears to be one of the best locations is the public workshop known as the Red Rocket Mega Stop on the north side of the Savage Divide. I counted 5 Nuka Cola vending machines here, the first being in the central drive-up fueling station. To the left of that is the second and third near the entrance to the restaurant. Then if you head further east towards the end, there will be a small maintenance building with the fourth outside of that. And finally, the fifth machine is across the road from the main fueling station at the smaller Red Rocket convenience store. If you choose to claim the Red Rocket Mega Stop, you will be able to travel back every hour or so for free to check if these machines have been replenished, or just server hop if you so choose. Quantums are, as I said before, used for creating Nukashine, but can rival Stimpaks in healing HP, and recover action points as well. Thirdly, they are also used in explosives, quantum grenades to be exact, to cause an explosion of flavor in a different sense. Now let's move on to the other rare flavors. They are Nuka Cola Dark, Grape, Orange, and Wild. These 4 get their own category because unlike Nuka Cola Classic and Cherry, these special flavors can only be found in a couple of places at the moment. First, we'll start with the vendor in question by the name of Bubbles. On the southeast corner of the forest, right on the edge of the Savage Divide, is a place we know and love, the White Spring. Bubbles is located here but separate from the other vendors in the Merchant's Hall. If you leave the vendor hall from either direction and head upstairs, Bubbles is tucked away in an adjacent room from the bartender. However, you'll know you're close when you see a giant chandelier and pink walls. She's not just any beverage vendor, she sells Nuka Cola products. In fact, all of them. But as expected, the downside of going this route is having to pay caps for them, the cost of availability. Now for the other location that was granted us from the Wasted on Nukashine quest, we go to the central east side of the forest to Morgantown, more specifically Fraternity Row. We're looking for Frat House Eta Psi, where Nukashine happened to be invented. Along with the numerous things you can see and take, there's a Nuka Cola themed room almost straight ahead when you enter. The lamp, the wallpaper, the bed, an amount that would imply obsession over hobby. As expected from someone obsessed with Nuka Cola, each of these special flavors and regular flavors will appear on this shelf, Quantums included, so it's good to check back here as well, especially since they're free for the taking. There aren't many uses beyond consumption for these other flavors, but I'll go over their effects anyway. And as a side note, Cola Nut is an endurance perk that can amplify the effects of Nuka Cola by 3 times if maxed out. Nuka Cola Dark is the alcoholic variant of Nuka Cola, and reduces your perception while raising your strength and endurance. Nuka Dark is also the only Nuka Cola that counts as a soda and an alcoholic beverage. So Party Boy, the charisma perk that affects alcoholic beverages, will stack with Cola Nut when drinking Nuka Dark. Nuka Grape will recover 150 HP and 50 AP, as well as remove 400 rads from your character's system. And as of right now, unlike Radaway, it won't get rid of mutations. Third is Nuka Cola Orange, the sister to Nuka Grape, which has the same restorative effects but increases radiation resistance instead of just removing rads. And on the same token as Nuka Grape, unlike Rad-X, Nuka Orange doesn't suppress mutations. And finally we have Nuka Cola Wild, which is a hybrid between the effects of Nuka Cherry and Nuka Classic. It recovers 40 HP like a Nuka Cola Classic would, but recovers 25 AP like a Nuka Cola Cherry would. So a nice midpoint between the two. Much to everyone's disappointment, I'm sure, the only craftable Nuka Cola variant as of Update 7 is Nuka Dark. But here's hoping this is only the beginning of being able to make our own other Nuka Cola flavors. I'd like to know from you where you've found your best source of Quantums, and other flavors for that matter. I love seeing fellow Vault Dwellers helping each other out, so leave a comment on your findings. If you found this guide entertaining, useful, or a little bit of both, do whatever it is you see fit to show that, and please consider supporting the channel on Patreon. And in that same vein, I'd like to offer a special thank you to Sven. If you want more Fallout 76 guides like this one, you know what to do. I'm Caedo Genesis, thank you so much for watching, and I bid you a happy Reclamation Day.